I never thought a simple act of kindness would cost me my job. But what happened next? No one saw it coming. Not the manager. Not the crowd. And definitely not me. My name is Marcus Sullivan, and I've been a security guard at Riverside Shopping Mall in Charlotte, North Carolina for 6 years. 6 long years of double shifts, missed family dinners, and doing everything by the book. I wasn't flashy. I didn't demand respect. I just showed up, did my job, and went home. People walked past me every day like I was part of the furniture. The uniform made me invisible. Just another black man in a guard's jacket, watching over a world that barely acknowledged I existed. But that Tuesday afternoon, that Tuesday changed everything. It was around 3 p.m. when I noticed her. A young black woman, maybe mid-20s, sitting on the bench near the food court. She was crying, not loud, dramatic sobs, but the kind of quiet tears that come from deep, exhausted pain. Her hands were shaking. Her phone kept buzzing, but she wouldn't answer it. I walked over slowly. "Ma'am, you okay?" She looked up at me, eyes red and swollen. I'm fine. Just having a rough day." I nodded, gave her some space, but something felt off. I've seen a lot in this job: shoplifters, arguments, medical emergencies, but this was different. This felt heavier. 20 minutes later, I saw her again. This time she was near the parking garage stairwell, staring at the railing with a look I'd seen before. A look that made my heart drop. I approached carefully. "Hey, I don't mean to intrude, but do you need someone to talk to?" She flinched. "Why do you care?" "Because I've been where you are," I said softly. "And someone cared enough to stop me." Her lip trembled. For a moment, I thought she might open up. But then my radio crackled. "Marcus, we need you at the main entrance. Now." I hesitated. Every instinct told me to stay. But I was on duty. I had a job to do. "I'll be right back," I told her. "Please, just wait here. 10 minutes. She didn't respond. I sprinted to the entrance. Turns out it was nothing. A false alarm about a suspicious package that was just someone's forgotten gym bag. By the time I got back to the stairwell, she was gone. My stomach twisted. I searched everywhere: the food court, the parking garage, the bathrooms. Nothing. Then I heard it. A scream from the upper-level parking deck. I ran. My legs burned. My radio fell. I didn't care. When I reached the roof level, I saw her standing on the ledge, her back to me, the wind pulling at her hair. "Ma'am," I shouted. "Please, step back." She didn't move. I slowly walked closer, hands up, voice steady. "My name is Marcus. I just want to talk." "There's nothing to talk about," she whispered. "I lost my job, my apartment, my kids with my mom because I can't afford him. I'm tired of fighting, tired of being invisible." Tears stung my eyes. I knew that feeling. I knew it too well. "You're not invisible to me," I said. "I see you, and I'm not leaving." For 20 minutes I talked to her. I told her about my daughter, about the nights I thought I couldn't go on, about the people who saw me when I felt unseen. Slowly, she turned. Our eyes met, and then she stepped down. We both collapsed on the concrete, crying. I held her hand. She squeezed back. "Thank you," she whispered. But that's when everything fell apart. My supervisor, a white man named Greg, stormed onto the roof with 2 other guards. His face was red with anger. "Marcus, what the hell are you doing?" I was helping her. She was in danger." "You abandoned your post," he barked. "You ignored a direct order. And now you're up here playing therapist." "Greg," she was going to jump. "That's not your job," he shouted, his voice echoing off the concrete walls. "Your job is to follow orders, not go rogue. Do you have any idea of the liability you've created?" The woman, whose name I later learned was Simone, looked at me with wide, terrified eyes. "I'm sorry," I said, "but I couldn't just let her." "You're suspended." Greg cut me off. "Effective immediately. Turn in your badge and radio." My heart sank. "Greg, please." "Now, Marcus." I looked at Simone. She was crying again. But this time, for me. "I'm so sorry," she whispered. Don't be, I said, handing over my badge. You're alive. That's all that matters. 2 days later, I was sitting at home, staring at bills I couldn't pay, when my phone rang. Unknown number. Hello. Is this Marcus Sullivan? A woman's voice. Professional. Warm. Yes, ma'am. My name is Dr. Angela Morrison. I'm the regional director for the mall's parent company. I'd like to meet with you tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. Corporate office. My stomach dropped. Am I being fired? She paused. No, Mr. Sullivan. Quite the opposite. The next morning, I walked into a glass-walled conference room overlooking the city. Dr. Morrison was there. So was the mall's general manager. And sitting in the corner, dressed in a blazer and holding a folder, was Simone. My breath caught. Dr. Morrison smiled. Mr. Sullivan, Simone came to us 3 days ago with a full account of what happened. She also brought security footage, witness statements, and a letter she wrote herself. It turns out, your abandonment of post was you saving a life. I blinked back tears. Greg has been removed from his position, Dr. Morrison continued. Not just for how he treated you, but for a pattern of discrimination complaints we've been investigating. Complaints that, frankly, we should have acted on sooner. She slid a folder across the table. We'd like to offer you a new position, Head of Security Training and Community Safety. You'll help train guards across all our locations. Not just in protocol, but in compassion. In seeing people. In being human. I couldn't speak. I just stared at the contract. Simone stood up, walked over, and hugged me. You saw me when no one else did, she said softly. Now the world's going to see you. That was 8 months ago. Today, I train security teams across the Southeast. I teach them that a badge doesn't make you powerful, humanity does. Sometimes the rulebook doesn't have the answer. Sometimes you have to choose people over policy. Simone, she's back on her feet. She got a new job, her own place, and full custody of her son. We still talk every week. And Greg? Last I heard, he's working at a warehouse somewhere. No people, no power, just boxes. I've learned that being invisible isn't always a bad thing. If you use that invisibility to see others, to show up, to care when no one's watching. Because in the end, the world doesn't remember the rules you followed. It remembers the lives you touched. And if I lost my job to save a life, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment. We read every single one. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the Black Diaries. Your support brings us closer to our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers.